over here in the lean-to of the barn where all the hay is and where we park the tractor. The woodchuck problem over in the other part is worse than I thought it was going to be. Plus the wall over there needs work and all that. And anyway, it seems like the most the quickest and easiest way to do it is probably going to be putting the cows over here for a while instead, and give us some more time to work on all that over there the way it needs to be, fix the walls, fix that back door. That's going to be kind of an extensive project. So we've got all the hay in this end, so probably gonna try to put the cows in this end where that little bit of hay in those two tanks are. So I'm gonna start working on trying to clean this end out and see how much room we can get opened up for them. Moved outside, and when Zach gets home I'll have him help me with the tractor and we'll find a better place for them than that. And I moved the bales that could be. Not surprisingly, a lot of them have one or more broken strings, so I just left the rest of it there. It can be spread around for bedding once the time comes for that. So now I guess I've just got to figure out how I want to build this pen. So all I did there was found about a half dozen pieces of scrap wood and put up so nobody can stick their head in the other room there. Not pretty, it's not perfect, but it's functional. So that takes care of that wall. Obviously the other two walls are already walls. So all I should have to do now is close in from here over the doorway. Haven't decided yet whether I will just use a gate or try to build something or what. when I say we got cows, I mean we just got cows here. Technically we've had one for a while. This little Jersey we've actually had for a little over a year now. We bought her last January, and at the time she was in milk, and I was milking her. I was pretty pregnant at the time, and I milked her right up until the baby was born, and that was at the place we were living before here. But after she was born, milking wasn't quite so easy, so we stopped. We were doing calf sharing, so we just left the calf on her all the time after that. And then shortly after that, I don't know how long it was, actually maybe a month or so later, when it was starting to get into springtime, we didn't have any already fenced in pasture where we were living, and since it was just her and her calf, we took her down to my parents' place, who lived about an hour south of us, and they let us bring her there and keep her there until just now. She's been down there, I guess, almost a year. So thanks to them for housing and feeding her, but until we can get ready here. So we just got her, but we have technically had her. And then we've also got, this is Aggie. Sorry, that's Elsie. This is Aggie. Aggie is Black Angus. That's what my parents run, is all Black Angus. And she is actually, I bottle raised her from a calf. When she was born, her mother had very large teats and couldn't feed her, so we had to bottle raise her. And that was when I was in probably early high school, so she's been with us a long time, and she's just such a big pet because she was bottle raised. That's why we had such a hard time getting her into the trailer. All the other ones went on a lot easier than she did, just because she just doesn't go anywhere unless she really wants to, and she really doesn't care how much you lean on her or push her, or she just doesn't get real excited without going anywhere. But we went ahead and brought her up too, and also those two little heifers, and they're in the barn right now. So we've got 4 up here. We've had them here about a week now. These two caused a little bit of trouble when we first got here. The morning after we brought them home, they escaped and went quite a ways up the road. I'm really grateful that they went down the road instead of the other direction towards the parkway, but we went and tried to push them back from there, but they kept going off into the woods, so we waited till that evening, and then they actually came back a little bit closer. They were over in the neighbor's driveway, so we actually got them into the neighbor's pasture, and we were just going to leave them there for a couple days and let them settle down and then cut them out and get them back over here. But one of them escaped again and went even further away onto the next ridge over. So we had to go trailer her back from there, and then we also trailered the other one back from the neighbor's pasture just because it was easier than trying to walk her back. So since we had a little bit of an issue with them, I built this pen in here where I was originally going to keep them. I came in and managed to scrape up enough dirt to fill in all the holes, and I built up walls. I only put these dog panels here just as a little bit of reinforcement so they wouldn't even try escaping. And it's been so far so good. I'm gonna leave them in here maybe another week just to let them get thoroughly settled in, and then we'll probably try to put them back out with the big girls again and see how that goes. But they're really not wild, they just didn't know where they belonged yet, I think. Thank you to my parents for keeping them until we were ready for them, to Zach's parents for helping us get the pen and fence ready and for babysitting, and to everybody who helped us get our wayward heifers rounded up.